Thank you for that. Appreciate the introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for taking time out to hear from me today. So our first slide is the ever important disclaimer slide, but as was discussed in the Sydney presentation, you should have a look at the people behind the company, who's actually done the statements. You know, are they real? Are they good? Do they know what they're talking about? Shouldn't overlook that. Importantly, our company is a corporate company, obviously listed in the ASX. Our code is MAT. We have 177 million shares out on issue. It's something that we're quite proud of. We've kept the number very, very low. It's intentional. What it means for shareholders or potential investors coming in is that any significant increase in our market cap means significant increase in share price because of the low number of shares on issue. Options, only 13.7 million options out on issue, predominantly to directors and staff, incentivisation. Importantly, they're well and truly out of the money, 25 to 30 cents. So on a wholly diluted basis, the entire company would have about 190 million shares out on issue. A very low number, I'm sure you'll agree. That makes a market cap for the company circa $29 million, today's share price. And important to note that our cash and liquid assets today stand at just over $9 million. What I mean by liquid assets, that's shares in other listed ASX companies. Predominantly 4.4 million panoramic resource shares, currently trading at circa 60 cents, and 48 million bulletin resource shares, represents 28% of that company. We think that company's got an exciting future, something you should look at. Why invest in Matsa? Well, as Chrissy alluded to, it's because we're busy, and we continue to be busy, and we are on the move. So what did we do that made us busy last year? In fact, the year before that? Well, we put a fantastic gold project together. Started off with the acquisition of the Fortitude Carey project. We negotiated the acquisition of that of about 140 odd kilometres, square kilometres, if memory serves me correctly, in September 2006. We then consolidated the region. We added further land holdings to that package, and we've now grown from 140 square kilometres to 600 square kilometres of contiguous ground of what I believe is top quality, world-class gold potential area. So what did we do in 2017? We acquired Fortitude. We drilled Fortitude. We converted the existing resource that was there to 2012 JORC compliant resource. We actually developed a mine plan. We lodged all of the applications in early 2017. We actually started mining on this project in July of 2017. We converted our company from an explorer to a producer within a 12-month period, something that I think we've done very, very well. We also acquired the Red Dog Gold project, and I'll talk to you about that in a few minutes. That project was acquired in 2017 and developed in 2017. 2017 also saw us negotiate the Red October gold mine acquisition from Saracen Minerals. We were able to put that together. We developed the company. We continued building the company's strength. More importantly, what are we going to do in 2018? Well, 2018 is a very strong year for us. We finished the trial mine that we started in 2017. And in fact, last night we released to the market, it was a positive outcome. We actually made positive operating cash flow for that mine. We will transition from the Fortitude trial mine to a full-scale open mine at Fortitude. Albeit, I think that'll be the end of this year or beginning of next year. It is dependent on the price of gold and certain other factors, but I think we'll get it together. We will commence mining at Red Dog. We've got that pegged for the first week in August. We will commence mining at Red October in one form or another. We'll explore. We will explore. And if we've got time, we will explore some more. It's a very important part of our strategy for our company. So 2018 will be just as exciting as 2017. The way we can do that is by using our existing cash and liquid assets reserves. As I said, approximately $9 million. We expect that to grow this year, not decrease. We do have a $4 million debt facility that is drawn down to $3 million. That is repayable at the end of July 2019. It is on a simple interest calculation, and I'm told that the funders of that would be more than happy to roll that over for another year if we so desire. We'll continue to develop the company. We can do that via our mines and via the exploitation of our quality portfolio of exploration projects. We've got a very experienced management team, and I can assure you we all work very hard. Where is our project? Well, our project is just north of Kalgoorlie. Kalgoorlie in Western Australia, we're about 250 odd kilometres directly northeast to the Lake Carey region, about 70 kilometres south of Laverton, in the Laverton tectonic zone. It's a fantastic region. That's the shape of our project there. It is a continuous land package. On that land package, we have 467,000 ounces of gold. Very important to note the grades of that gold. We're not talking 0.6 grams, we're not talking 0.9 grams. We're talking decent, respectable, more than likely economic grades that we will put in the production. So popping back, very important map, this one, because this probably explains Chrissy's comment of neurology. Our area, 600 square kilometres, Anglo Gold Ashanti, who this morning, about an hour ago, we released to the market that we've signed a formal memorandum of understanding of cooperation, where they will have a first option over all of the ore produced in the entire area, and in return they will promise to treat us fairly, give us good pricing, and there's a lot of other details in that MOU, which is quite exciting for our company. But interestingly, Anglo Gold Ashanti has produced 10 million, their Sunrise Dam operations produced 10 million ounces of gold. 10 to 20 kilometres to the north, Goldfields Granny Smith mine, that's produced 3 million ounces. Some 15 kilometres to the west, the Wallaby mine produced 7 million ounces. Red October's produced 340,000 ounces. Butcher's Well, an impressive recent discovery by Anglo Gold, which proves there's a lot of gold still to be found in this area. Of course, our Fortitude mine, 340,000 ounces. Our Red Dog mine, the Inova's Second Fortune mine, GME's Devon mine. It's a prolific producer of gold. Neurology is a wonderful thing for gold. The best place to look for gold, where there is existing gold right now. And that is our theme. That's what we're chasing. And we're proving that up by having successful mines in the area. So, we did a trial mine at Fortitude. We acquired the land 2016. We had already commenced mining July 2017. During that time, we produced 162,000 tonnes of gold ore, which were sold to AGAA, Anglo Gold Ashanti, Australia. They gave us an ore purchase agreement, so the revenue we received was net of processing costs. Once we dropped our ore off their ROM pad, we had no further risk. It was a fantastic result. The reason why these resources are in this area is because there was no capacity for treatment. Anglo Gold solved that problem for us. They're a fantastic company, they are a fantastic friend to Matsa, and we look forward to working with them for a long, long time. So what did the trial mine tell us? Well, it told us our relationship with Anglo Gold worked well. It told Anglo Gold that Matsa can deliver on their promises. Matsa has the capacity to do mining. Matsa has the funding to do mining. So Anglo Gold were very happy with that. That's why they signed the MOU, which we released today. It also proved that the Sunrise Dam plant was happy with our ore. There was nothing in the material that was deleterious to them. It proved to us that our primary mineralisation, which is the focus of our larger Stage 2 mine, actually had better grades than anticipated. There was a negative. The supergene ore actually proved to be lower grade than anticipated. That negatively affected our trial mine results. which was disappointing, but that trial mine still produced a profit or a positive cash flow. And that was a good result for that trial mine. So the future looks very, very good. So the trial mine proved the concept, and it proved that we've got a viable mining operation in our stage 2. That's what we mined in our trial pit. This is what we expect to mine later this year, early next year, being our stage 2 pit. We think it's going to be above 2 grams, possibly 2.3 grams. We are hoping that we will be able to develop a 40,000 ounce, 30 to 40,000 ounces per annum over a 2 to 3 year period. It will be quite profitable and will be very advantageous for a company. Keeping in mind our company's got a market cap of $29 million today. There's a lot of upside potential. Of course, there is potential for underground mining after the completion of the stage 2. Interestingly, the stage 2 mine will be developed pending the price of gold and pending a favourable ore purchase agreement with AngloGold. Recently, we've just completed about 5,000 metres worth of drilling directly north within 3 kilometres of the Fortitude mine. We are expecting those results to come back in the next few weeks, probably the first week of July. So there's a little bit of news flow there for the company. Red Dog Gold Project is a very small, but it's a very sweet mining operation. It's about 25 kilometres south of Fortitude, or about 28 kilometres directly south of Red October. We have got a full camp there, and that's where all of our staff reside. 26,000 ounces of gold, 2.2 grams per tonne. I think the reserve will come in at about 13,000 ounces, and that's what we'll be mining. We anticipate commencing mining here in August of 2018, in about 8 weeks' time. We also expect to have further discoveries in this area, and we also anticipate doing some further acquisitions in this area, which will add to our footprint of 600 square kilometres. The ore body itself is quite rare. It's a very flat-lying ore body. Most ore bodies tend to be more vertical. This is a very flat, very shallow ore body. You can read those figures correctly. The ore body starts at 2 metres depth. It's 14 metres wide, or thick, probably more appropriately. So this pit will be less than 20 metres in depth. Strip ratio will be about 2.5 to 1. It is a highly profitable mining operation. We are currently finalising the mining studies, but I would anticipate that we could make somewhere about $6 million positive cash flow on this one single mining operation. Now, the interesting thing about this mining operation, it will take us 12 weeks, 4 months from woe to go. So we anticipate having the benefit of the entire profit of this pit in our bank account by November sometime. Add that to our $9 million, compare that to our market cap of $28 million, Matsa is a compelling investment today, in my opinion. Add to that the Red October Gold Project. We purchased Red October, situated just here, which is contiguous to our Lake Carey project. Early this year we settled, 27th of March in fact. We've paid a total price of $22 million. Sorry, $2 million. That's what we paid, not 22, $2 million. We did that with $1 million in shares at a deemed value of 22 cents, and we paid $1 million in cash. It's currently in care and maintenance, and we expect to commence mining there this year sometime. Currently, the resource that we're very interested in is 85,000 ounces at 13.6 grams per tonne. Very high grade. This mine is a narrow-veined, quartz-hosted, high-grade gold mine. They have mined 342,000 ounces at just over 6 grams a tonne so far to date. It got placed in care and maintenance in July. We have kept it completely dry. We've kept it mine ready. So we could theoretically start mining there tomorrow should we choose to. We can have access all the way to the bottom. We hope that this mine will be at least a 20,000 ounce per annum mining operation. Now, interestingly, if you add the production at Fortitude, add the potential production at Red October, I think you'll agree we are seeing the birth of a new significant gold mining company in Western Australia. 16.5 cents, market cap at $28 million. You do the mathematics. I'm certainly interested in what we're doing. We've got significant potential for increasing the resource at Red October. Being an underground, narrow vein, quartz-hosted gold mine, we will never have a significant reserve in front of us. You will never see this having 500,000 ounces, 300,000 ounces in reserve in front of it. Typically, you will only ever see 6 months, 12 months worth of production in front of it. That's irrelevant. It's the profitability of the mine that's of interest. If the mine does run 13 grams per tonne, that almost assures you of profitability. So we will continue exploring within the mine, within the existing resources itself, and we will also target resources outside the existing resource. We've got several targets, and we hope to actually start exploring here early in the second half of this year. With the potential of the underground, we've also got significant near-mine surface targets, in particular, Causeway. We've already, Aircore's already thrown up 3.2 grams per tonne. If you have a look at some of the rock chips at Treasure Island, 4.6 grams per tonne. This confirms the prospectivity in the area. Near mine, so all of the infrastructure is there that we need. Anglo Gold is 5 kilometres directly north to us. Everything we need for a successful mine is there. What we now need to do is find more gold, and we will endeavour to do so. We've certainly got the targets. Lake Carey as a whole, 600 square kilometres. Last year we did 25,000 metres of air core drilling. This year we've already completed to date 10,000 metres of air core drilling. That was done at BE1, just to the north, and it was also done, as I mentioned previously, to the north of the Fortitude gold mine. We expect results to start to filter through. We expect all the results to be in by the second week of July, and hopefully there's something very exciting there. Being air core, we can't really see things like visible gold as we have seen in the past with some of our diamond drilling. So we just need to wait for those assays before we can scream from the rooftops of what we have found. But we can see last year we had some fairly impressive grades from our exploration. We hope to continue to be able to do so. This is where we have drilled over the last 6 to 8 weeks. We expect to continue drilling sometime in August, and we also expect to be continue drilling near the actual Red October gold mine as well. So in all, Lake Carey is a fantastic place to be. Best place to look for gold, thinking of the neurology theme, is where there is existing gold, and we have plenty of it. So all in all, we're committed to shareholder growth, we're committed to shareholder value, and we're committed to growth. Thanks very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, Paul.